Welcome. Chris here with the trades. Going to go over 7 trades that I'm looking at for the week ahead, September 15. 6 stocks that meet my criteria for longs. These are stocks that are strong on the fundamentals that look good for long-term holds and investments. Then taking that information, I'm then turning to the chart. We'll go through that. Right now, we're looking at SPY for each of these tickers. Turning to the chart, looking for an entry, basically looking for price to relax into some natural level of support where we can buy, a spot where I can buy this particular stock at a reasonable price, at some support for the move back up. That's the idea. So looking at SPY here, the market itself, obviously it's been strong for a while, moving up. I'll say that the tickers that I'm about to go through, the 7 stocks that I'm going to mention here, particularly like any of them really all that much. I've seen better setups. This is just the way the stock market is this at this point. Just what we're looking at. The charts just say that. So SPY, it obviously has been going up straight up, found some support. Every weakness has been bought up lately, as you can see. Though you got to wonder, of course, when does it turn around? When does it break form and start coming back down? If and when. But at this point, things look good. So first one on my list actually is Amazon. If I can get it to come up, please. There we go. Boy. Okay, Amazon. So I'm going to just leave that in. All right, so Amazon, looking at a strong stock. It did sort of break a little bit, but then has found some support. Looks like it's running back up. I did take a sell here at this red line at the top of that one day. So that was a nice, actually nice lock in of some profits up there. So we're going to see where this wants to come down and find some support. I'm going to be a buyer into this range here, about 3.5%. If it breaks much below that, probably not interested. See where we open up on Monday. It's got a lot of room to come down, in my opinion, find some level of support. The stochastic obviously has got some room to run down to this range, perhaps even. So I'm going to be patient with this one. I'm going to scale in slow, see if we can find some support and for the move back up. Also on the list here is Northrop Grumman. This was on my list, last week as well. I did take a buy, an entry right here. Found some profits on the way up on these short little moves here. Holding small. It's turned back around. It's come down, so potentially into buy territory again. Thing with this one is you got to see where it's going to open on Monday, but down into this natural level of support, I'd be a buyer into this range here. Obviously, on a pop back up like I've done in these last 3 events here, 1, 2, and 3. These are sells out of my position. Be looking for the move back up. However, I will say, and this is one of the reasons why I say I don't particularly like some of these moves. It's just the way the chart is. It came down, found some support, and moved up the way it's supposed to. Took some profits on the way up, and now it's rolling back over, making a lower high, bumping its head up into this level here where we found these wicks and a lot of activity. Now, could it keep rolling back down and come straight back down into maybe this level here, back from April? Absolutely. That's why I say I don't really love this play, but this is what the chart's telling me. It's coming back into buy territory for my strategy. So I will be interested in that. See where we open on Monday for the potential move back up, but it would really still have to break it. It does look like it wants to roll over. We'll wait and see. Next one here, Coastal Financial Corporation. I like this one because it's got some heavy sell pressure. The stochastic is down way at the bottom here, way down. Obviously, that's the fast line. The slow line has a little bit of room to run down, but looking at the risk, I'd like to see where this opens on Monday. I could definitely see it finding and holding some support right here, but I'm going to be a buyer into this range, about 5-6%, a little wide, but that's just the way it is. Down to this level where we found some support and moved back up. Will it do it again? It's definitely tested this natural support range, this green sort of bar that you see in here, this band, and has moved up. So be looking to see if it wants to do that again. So again, there's some risk here. Again, I don't necessarily love this one all that much, but this is just what we got. Next one on the list here, Charles Schwab. This was on my list from last week with this big wash candle. Got an entry right here at this green line. It popped up. I took a sell. Took some of the profits off on that one. Going to see what happens on this as well. I mean, this is really just like the Northrop Grumman, right? Is it going to roll back over and just fall apart? Yeah, potentially. But I'm going to be a buyer back into this range here. I'll take it down into this level of support where we wicked here and where we also bounce resistance there. I'd be a buyer into this range, though I don't necessarily love this. It could certainly come down. So a little risky, like a lot of these. All right, next one on the list here is Champion Homes. Stochastic is down nice and low where I'm interested. It's looking like it's broken form and wants to move back up. It found a high point right here earlier in the week, end of last week, which makes some sense, bumping its head up into this level, which was support and now resistance. So I'd like to see it roll back down, come into to this level here, find some support and bounce. That would be the ideal plan. Down to this range here, 5%, 6%, even 7 or 8, I'd probably have to go. Again, don't love this. It's pretty wide. You gotta give it some room. Go in small. That's the way I'm gonna approach this. But still, it's not great. But it is what it is. Next on the list here is DXP. Okay, so I've been trading this one for a while. Took some profits on the way up here with these 2 lines you see. I actually missed this one on Wednesday. This would have been perfect position to get into right here, right off this wick here in this volume, right into this natural level of support. Was looking at something else, obviously didn't see it, but I'm interested here. Again, it looks like looking like it might potentially roll back over and just keep on coming down. But we'll see where we open on Monday. It's wide, risk is wide. Would have loved to have got it on Wednesday, but I could see it still being in play as a potential move back up into highs, 7-8%. And then last on the list is APG. Okay, so gonna take a look at this one as well. Super strong company, been moving up. Risk wise, it's pretty nice, 2-3% into this natural level here. Again, it did make a lower high. So what's it going to do? Is it going to break and just fall apart? Yeah, potentially. Sure, absolutely possible. But it is slowing down. You can see it sort of curling over, rolling back down over. Again, not loving a lot of these plays, but this is where it is. So this is the last one on my list. Okay, well, happy trading. Talk to you next time.